What's going on, guys? My name is Ben and welcome back to another video. Today we are back modifying the BMW M3. If you watched my previous video, you will remember that we added the gloss black bits on the bonnet, the gloss black M4 style kidney grills and the spacers all round, which have drastically changed the overall appearance of the car and made it look a lot more aggressive. Today we are jumping in on the cosmetic mods on the interior of the car, as well as maybe giving the kind of some of the interior plastics a bit of a refresh. Jumping on the interior of the car, then you will see the red buttons down here that I am going to change out. I bought these off Amazon and they were the cheapest by far. It was £10 for the pair, so I will leave a link in the description down below if you want to buy them for your M3. But as you can see, there's a regular M button on the steering wheel that will be going red, of course, and the start stop button down there as well. Now that piece of trim around the outside, I did put a poll on Instagram whether you guys think I should leave it silver or paint it black. I'll be looking at the results in a minute, although I already know what colour I'm going to choose anyway. And yeah, so that will overall just give the interior a little bit of a lift. And then also down here, you may be able to see just there, and also on this side, the kind of paint bubbling off a little bit there. So I will go ahead, whilst it is off, repaint that bit in some satin black. Also this kind of grab handle is bubbling quite badly as well, so I may, if that goes well, I may give this a little bit of a refresh as well. But first thing we're going to do is remove this panel in order to get the start stop button off. And of course, as we will be removing the airbag, make sure if you're going to do this that you disconnect the battery. Before we get cracking then removing this centerpiece, I do want to find out the results of the poll for this little silver piece around the start button. So if you don't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I put stuff like this on here way before it hits my YouTube channel. So there's the little poll, silver or black. We have 26 votes to keep it silver and 75 votes for it to go black. Now, I was already planning on painting this black anyway, especially with the red button up against it. I think it just stands out way too much being silver. So that is the colour it shall go. Once that is off and I've disconnected it from the start button, that will be going black. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing how that's going to look as well. In order to get this start button out, you can go ahead and just remove kind of this section. However, it is rather fiddly, so I might as well just take off the whole thing. Should be easy. Start from this side using a trim removal tool. Mine has seen better days. I've just got to be careful around here, because apparently there is like a very fragile kind of tab that snaps off. So I will try my best not to do that, but let's wedge this in here like so. Give it a turn. Oh wow, that was easy. And then just eventually work my way across. Now, according to another video I saw on YouTube, you need to give this a bit of a wiggle, like so, and then you are able to remove it without breaking that fragile tab. Now I'm absolutely buzzing that I was able to do that. Oh, I see. 2 tabs. Lift them and that pops out like so. And now this will come out. And again, to remove this start button, on the back there should just be some more tabs. So I'm just gonna, oh, I can see them. Just gonna go ahead and push them both in. Try not to break the clips. And as you can see, I can now pull the button straight out. Now, if you don't want to go to this added hassle, then you don't have to. You can remove this plastic piece with the steering wheel on the car. It's just 3 Torx bits behind each section. However, seeing as I want to give this a real good clean and get all this kind of stitching nice and all this leather looking good again, I'm going to remove it, which is just a single 16mm bolt in the middle of the steering wheel. Here's the button. There are also more tabs, which I'm going to use this little kind of pick tool to do, and try and lift them over the top of the tabs. It's also quite hard trying to do it on camera as well. So I've got my tool behind there and lifting it out. Oh, and then it just goes back on. Okay. Like so. And then if I get my new one, where this kind of piece is there, that is where the engine word should go. Line up the tabs, give it a good push. I think that's in. Yes. And there we go. Give it a few pushes just to make sure. I hope you are all ready for just how truly awesome the wheel now looks. Ta-da! As you can see, we've got the addition of the red M button and the satin black paintwork on the steering wheel trim. I also went to the trouble of scrubbing the M performance stitching with a nail brush and some leather cleaner, so now the steering wheel looks brand spanking new, and I am over the moon with how it's turned out. It's turned out so much better than I expected, and it is going to completely transform the interior of the M3. So let's not waste any more time. Let's throw this back in and see how she looks. Steering wheel installed then, and I am absolutely blown away with how this looks. As you can see, the steering wheel just looks brand spanking new, and that is such a nice addition to the interior, as well as the little start button down there. It looks, honestly, so much better than I could have ever thought it would. Absolutely fantastic, and it's just completely revived the interior, giving it a fresh new look. And I say that is such a dramatic button anyway. I feel it needs to be a different colour other than black. And wow, I am blown away. So much better than the old ones. So that just stands out so much more now. And of course, matches the stitching very nicely. But yeah, overall, I am utterly blown away by this. There we have it then, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are truly as blown away with this modification as I am. The car looks absolutely ridiculous right now, and I'm so over the moon with how these modifications are turning out. If you're going to perform this on your M3 and would like any advice or help, then do feel free to message me, of course, on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to help. But anyway, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and make sure, of course, you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my future upcoming content with the M3, maybe some more modifications with this, who knows, and of course the Boxster. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.